You say that this Scotsman from New Brunswick,
Yeah,
by the name of McFall,
yeah.
McPhail, or McFall?
F-A-L-L.
Okay, McFall, and a Norwegian by the name of Myron.
Yeah,
They both made money off their ranches.
yeah.
Huh. Well, why did they when Thin couldn't?
Well, I don't know. They had the idea that if you paid a little bit more than the other fellow, you'd get better men, which was true.
Yeah, workers, yeah. And the
Yeah.
men really put out for him, huh?
Yeah.
Worked hard for him.
Yeah. And he was a fine worker, too.
Which one, Myron?
Oh,
Yeah. There was another Scandinavian that lived on Borgeson Lake, on Merritt Road. Borgeson Lake? Or was that after your time? It's now called Round Lake.
Oh,
It was Borgeson. It's still on some maps called Borgeson, yeah.
yeah.
Well, what was the funniest thing you can remember old Thin doing? Are there any memories of some of his antics, some of things?
Well, I'll tell you. I was up there helping him for a few days one time, and it snowed heavy.
Uh-huh.
And snow on the stage barn. There's a barn.
Right, there was a stage line there,
Yeah.
right, yeah? And that was a stopping place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we get up on the roof and they shoved me out. And Ethel, that was his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
She called for dinner to me. And old Jack just hopped off the roof and he went, he was a big tall fellow, they were 6 foot tall.
Mm-hmm.
He went in up to his neck in the snow.
You had to shovel him off?
He dig him out.
He jumped right off the roof.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Yeah. He must have been quite a character.
Well, Thin,
Yeah, Thin.
he was.
Yeah.
And he wasn't a bad neighbor, Jack. You had to watch him, though.
Why is that?
He'd beat you anything you had.
He would?
Oh, yes.
Oh. You had to watch him when you were trading horses or doing anything like that, huh?
Yeah. Otherwise, he was all right. He mind giving you a hand anytime you wanted it.
Mm-hmm. How about McPhail? Was he somebody you knew?
Yeah.
What was the funniest thing he ever did?
Well, I didn't know him so well. He was about 20 miles away from us.
Oh, I see. Thin was right next door.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll bet there were some good old rip-roaring times in those days. Did you ever go to those dances at the Rabbits?
Never missed one.
They had that place hopping, didn't they?
Yeah.
That floor, Nora said that floor would just be bouncing.
Yeah.
From the people would be dancing in tune to the violins and the accordions. And
Yeah.
I guess every one of those Rabbits could play an instrument. They were good musicians.
I don't know how they are.
Nora still plays piano real well. Yeah. And Trudy plays the accordion.
Trudy does.
Yeah. And one of the Brewers, Lenny plays the violin real well. Yeah. We went up there one Christmas and they brought all their instruments together, and we tape recorded a sing-song we had, at Christmas, and sent it off to Nora's daughter by the name of Dee Dee, and she lives down in New York.
Yeah.
I guess she just loved that, all that music from the. Yeah. So you like to dance too, huh?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I can't anymore. Bad knee.
Yeah. Well, you went to every one you went. You never missed a one, huh?
No,
Boy,
I don't think we did.
Boy, when they called for a dance, you guys showed up, even if you had to drive 20 miles, huh?
Oh, 20 miles is fine.
Well, it sure would be for me.
Well, Finn's put on a dance every winter, the last 2-3 days or a week. They come all the way from Merritt.
They did.
Yeah.
On horseback.
In Princeton.
On horseback.
Slaves.
Yeah. Cutters.
Yeah,
And it'd last how long?
2-3 days.
Did they bring food, or did the people that held the dance supply all the food?
People that held the dance supplied the food.
Oh, gee. It was a real potlatch.
Yeah,
An old Indian potlatch, yeah?
yeah.
Yeah, they were famous for that, I guess. Those dances out there at the Rabbit Ranch. Is that where you met your wife?
No. No, I met her in Vancouver. The Marine man.
You were down there, huh?
I was down there, I met her. We decided to get married.
Was it a long courtship?
No, not really.
Yeah. But you could tell it was right, and obviously it was. 42 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, mind you, we used to have our little spats once in a while.
Oh, yeah?
Can't help it.
You didn't get your nose broken that way, did you?
No,
No. Yeah. You wouldn't be human if you didn't.
no. At one time, a neighbor of ours lost a mare, and she had a little colt. So they gave us the colt. And he turned around, and I used to chase him from the barn out to the road and then turn around and run back. And he flew out of my back again.
Mm-hmm.
And this time, I was just about at the barn, at the gate. I turned around like that, see how close he was to me, and banged into the gate post.
That took care of your nose? Or the back of your head?
Back of my head.
Mm.
No, it made my nose bleed too. Baseball was the worst one.
I got my sister one time. See, we had this garage underneath a great big willow tree.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't do it on purpose. We had a branch we called the elevator. Okay, now here's how it works. See, you grab this branch as you were standing on the roof of the garage,
Yeah.
and then you jumped off. And the branch bent down real nice, and you got down below, and you let the branch go, and the elevator went back up, see? But my sister was leaning over, looking over the edge of the roof when it came up. It caught her square in the nose, flipped her over backwards, and she just like, oh, wow, wow. She never got it fixed, and to this day you can see a little bit of a kink in her nose, you know?
I can see it in my nose.
Yeah, I can, yeah. I never got my nose broken as far as I can remember. I got my teeth slammed around a number of times.
Yeah.
And, of course, on a Norwegian, you know, the head never goes. The head, you never hit a Norwegian in the head.
No.
Never. You bust your fist if you do, because the only Norwegians that are alive now, you know, are the ones that survived the battle axes. They're the offspring of the people that survived, so they had to have tough heads, you know. You've heard that before about the hard head of the Norwegians
Yeah.
and the Swedes, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't tell me about that Norwegian, name of Myron. Did you know him very well?
Oh, yes.
What was he like? Was he a good fellow?
He was a hell of a nice fellow.
Yeah,
Yeah, he'd do anything for anybody.
yeah.
He had about, well, I guess about 200 head of cattle.
He had a good bunch, huh?
Yeah.
Did he have the most of them all up there?
No, they were all
All?
tens of about the same amount of
Yeah,
cattle.
yeah,
Alec McFall.
yeah. They all had 200 head or so,
Probably,
plus or
yeah.
minus.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. What do you remember about Myron? What was the outstanding feature of him? Was he a great big man or a small man, or?
He was about an average sized man, fairly heavy built.
Yeah.
He wasn't very tall.
Uh-huh. Did he still speak Norwegian? Or he spoke English, I guess.
Spoke English, yeah.
But with an accent.
Not really, no.
Oh. Do you know where he came from? Did he come right from Norway, or did he?
Yeah,
He did come right from Norway.
yeah.
It's funny, he still had his accent. No accent, yeah. Must have been real young when he came over.
Yeah.
I could tell my grandfather when he spoke. You know, there's no question. A true Norwegian that was raised in Norway can't pronounce J. Not the
No.
way. J is just not there. It's
Yeah.
Jan. Yes is
Yeah.
ja. Yeah, my name was always Jan, not John. Jan. Yeah.
Yeah.
The J sound is not there. Then they have 4 letters that we don't have too. Their alphabet has 4 more letters than ours.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, and it's got special sounds that we can't say. You know, they come from the back like the Germans.
Yeah.
They roll that out from back and deep in their throat, and we don't. We speak from the front of our mouth,
Yeah.
and they use the whole mouth. They go all the way to the back and use that. Did you
Right.
learn any German?
Oh, yes, I can speak German.
Can you?
I can English.
You can still?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try you out. Ja, min navn blir Jan Sonnes. Did you know what I said? Min navn? My name?
Mein,
How do you say your name? And say to me in German, my name is Henry Frembd.
mein Namen is Henry Frembd.
See? Navn. Same thing. Did you know that Norwegian and German came from the same
Yeah.
back, way back?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's my, and in Norway it's min.
Mm-hmm.
And navn is the same.
Mm-hmm.
And bli is be, or is. Bli is. Min navn bli Jan Sonnes. Yeah. And yours is my navn is Henry Frembd. Henry Frembd.
Yeah.
Say something else in German.
Oh, I don't know what to say.
Why don't you holler in German and ask them what's for supper? Say something about supper in German. What,
Abendbrot.
Abendbrot?
Yeah.
Is that the way you said it?
Yeah.
Abendbrot?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Evening meal.
Oh. Oh, in Norwegian it's middag. Aftensmag. Aftens dog. Frokost is breakfast. What's it in German?
Frühstück.
Frühstück. Frokost in Norwegian. Middag.
Mittag.
That, Is that the same?
Yeah.
Middag? And Aftensmat. Aftensmat, that's it. Aftensmat would be the next meal. Now,
Mhm.
what's it in German?
Abendbrot.
Abendbrot. Yeah. The one is the same, Middag, the same,
Yeah.
Yeah. Boy, I'm getting hungry. We're talking about food and I'm getting hungry.
What time it is?
Oh, it must be close. I was talking to Nora Fripp this morning. I was on the phone talking to Nora Fripp this
Yeah.
morning. And she's getting along fine. She's got a bit of a problem with a leg, though.
Yeah.
Ulcer in her leg. And,
Yeah.
kicks up every once in a while.
Well, we have supper at 5:30.
What time is it now?
5.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you what. I've talked myself into a real hunger, so I better get home and make it. I'll come back and see you again,
Yeah.
and I sure appreciate being able to talk to you like this and record some of your stories.
Yeah.
And that's nice. Yeah. I don't know. I've always related to people a little bit older than me. I find their ways. I don't know. There's more substance.
Yeah.
More substance to older people. More wisdom too.
Yeah.
You know, the experience that's gained and made wisdom. Are these for your arms? Do they?
Yeah.
Is that for arthritis?
No.
What do you use them?
them?
What do you use them for?
Keep your sleeves up.
Oh,
No, I haven't got arthritis.
that's good. Nora always wears these copper bracelets,
Mm-hmm.
copper wire bracelets, you know. So we'll sign off. I better get home. My son's going to be one. Let's see, what's today? April 5th or 6th?
Yeah.
April 5th, 1984. And we're sitting at 444 Billiter Street. John Parolin, Trudy Parolin, and John Sandness. And we want to play a little message for you here, Henry. You remember Nora and Leona? And this is, you be their niece.
This is Trudy, Henry.
Yeah, this is
And Nora's eldest daughter. And I was just telling John Sandness how I had remembered your mom when she used to live in Tulameen over near where Mrs. Tingley used to live when she took the mail. And where the post office used to be when Mrs. Southern was looking after the post office. Near old Dick Ward's house. And old Emil Erickson.
He sounds like a good Swede, Emil Erickson.
Yeah.
Was he a bachelor?
Emil Erickson, yes, he was a bachelor,
Yeah.
and he used to drive team in the logging camps for Walter McIntosh.
Oh, yeah.
And Henry would remember this very well.
Henry said he worked in the woods.
Yeah.
He was a logger, too.
Yeah.
When he wasn't chasing black bears.
Yeah.
Away from his cattle.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I remember even when he was working on the ranch. I was very small, but I can vaguely remember when he was working there, and I can still, how I remember that is when his mom called him to lunch.
Mm-hmm. Did he have any nicknames, or was it always Henry?
It was Henry.
Yeah.
Yes. And then of course later on when we went to the coast or whatever, then later on I met him and his wife here, but I never did get to know his son. And then of course years to come they moved back from the coast, and then they lived out here on towards Missoula Lake there, where near the old schoolhouse I guess. Yeah. So anyhow, Henry, I'm still up on the old place where Mom and Dad used to be when I was knee-high to a grasshopper.
Rabbit Mountain Ranch.
Yeah, that's what it is.
She had a slight sojourn down to the coast. She worked as a nurse down there, didn't she?
Yeah, I did.
And then
5 years.
And then she heard her dad was killing coyotes with firewood in the backyard, so she had to come back up to the ranch. Protect them.
Yeah.
That was funny. That was over the radio.
Yeah.
You were heading for work and
I
you
was
heard...
heading for work and I listened to it on the 6 o'clock news in the morning.
What was that again? What is that?
I just had Les Fripp and Tulameen went out in his underwear and his slippers with a stick with a stick of stone wood and killed this coyote that had the goose by the neck, you know. And so what he did is he stunned it with a piece of wood.
Who won the battle?
And then he threw it over the fence, and then the dogs finished.
Guess what?
Is it working? No?
The dumb thing didn't work.
A few years back with coyotes, and then he knew the Manions too. He'd know like Bill Manion and Wilbert Manion, and when they were like at the place they are now and up on the Pierce place, and yeah. So anyhow, Henry, I'll have to say goodbye now because I gotta go home and lock up the chickens and gather the eggs.
And she's going to come and see you one of these years.
One of these years. Yes.
No, sometime
Now
this
that I
year.
know where you are.
Sometime this year.
Yeah, sometime. Yeah. So I'll say bye-bye for now.
Date. Okay, today is April 15th, right?
Yeah.
All day long.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about 8 o'clock tonight. So, we're back at Henry's place. And he just got a phone call from his son, and that was That's special.
Yeah.
But you were telling me about the guy up on the hill found these 2 deer with their antlers locked.
Yeah.
And what happened then?
Well, one of them went away with 2 sets of horns.
He did. One of the deer got away with 2 sets of horns.
Well, the feller shot them off
Off the one deer.
the one deer.
He shot the one deer.
He shot him,
And then that way he got meat. And he let the other one go with 2 sets of antlers.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's been several them big bucks being found locked together.
Mhm. Well, their horns are sort of springy, right? They can hit, and the horns can move a little bit and slide over one another and lock.
I don't know how they do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Whitetails are particularly bad.
Yeah.
Whitetail will lock up good.
I've never shot a whitetail.
You never did?
No.
Hey, guess what? Bear season opened.
Hmm?
The spring bear season is open now. You can hunt black bear.
You can?
Yeah, in the spring. I don't think that's too smart. It kills cubs too. If the cubs are with
Yeah.
the female, or if she's out scrounging food for them and gets shot, the cubs are let on their own.
Yeah.
They have to be taught by the mother.
Yeah, they do.
They're not like a deer. I think a deer stands a halfway chance. If it's on grass
Yeah.
and the mother gets killed, then the deer can manage. But a bear has to learn how to hunt for its food.
Well, they eat a lot of grass and big worms and grubs.
They do? Have you ever watched them doing that?
Yeah.
You have. Yeah.
You get an old bear, let him find an ant nest.
Oh boy. Yeah.
And boy, he does have some fun.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll bet the stuff's is flying, huh?
Yeah.
Ants and all.
Yeah. And his fur is so damn thick that you can't get at him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Have you ever accidentally sat down in an ant's nest?
No.
I did once. Just once. Oh. Oh, wow.
There was 2 women. The mother was one and another woman. They were out on Pike Mountain haying, and of course the women, they went off by themselves, and one of them sat down and had a pee.
Uh-oh.
You don't know his nest.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. That did it, huh?
That's who did it.
I told that one about Doc McCaffrey and the bicycle rider.
Yeah.
Half the town is laughing about it. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a good old doctor.
Can you remember any other things he did?
Well, my wife's sister went to him one time. She had a sore back.
Uh-huh.
And his sister says, well, he says, I'll tell you. He says, I can't do anything for you. He says, but I'll tell you what to do. He says, you take them damn pants off and put on some decent underwear.
He was really an outspoken man, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was full of the devil too, right?
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah. As I was telling you, I was out in the woods this last week and we saw where the moose have been chewing
Yeah.
the poplar trees, really chewing them up, doing a fine job. It looks like some of those things are huge too, boy. They're 7 feet off the ground, some of these chews. They must reach up there and
Yeah.
get the tender stuff.
Yeah.
The farther up the trunk of the tree, I guess, the more tender it is. Huh?
Yes.
Yeah. And you've seen that too, where they've done that
Yeah.
before, yeah. Did you ever watch any animals fighting in the woods? Two deer or two moose? Or
No,
two bear? Or
no.
I guess that's the time to get your animal. They make a heck of a racket, you know, a lot of noise, and then they aren't paying any attention. You have a chance to come up on them.
Yeah. But I don't know, I seem to realize there's something wrong.
Yeah. They have an extra sense that we don't have.
Yeah.
While you were talking to your son, I was admiring that painting of the thistle there. That thistle there, that Russian thistle.
Yeah.
Was that in your house, that painting?
It was taken right in front of that house there.
Oh, who painted it?
A
Was
cousin
that-
of mine.
A cousin, yeah.
He took a snapshot of it.
Yeah,
Just a small camera to go down and painted it.
from the snapshot, yeah.
Yeah.
You have some artists in your family, huh?
Well, she was the artist.
Yeah. And she painted that other one there too.
Yeah.
The one with the log cabin there.
Yeah.
That's the one that won a big prize, right?
Yeah.
I like art myself, very much.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever know Bud DeWolf? The overweight grocery man here?
Yeah.
I was with him today,
Would you?
and we were watching those goats down there by Karaminas on the mountainsides.
Oh,
The big white goats.
yeah.
There's one down there with antlers, horns, about that long.
Yeah.
Good sized goat. He's up there all by himself, a big male.
Mm-hmm.
Those boils are bothering you, huh?
Good, yes.
What an affliction.
Mm.
You know, in the Bible they talk about Job and his patience with the boils.
Yeah.
Better be patient. They'll go away.
Yeah.
Did Doc give you anything for him?
Yes, he did, but the darn nurses forget to put it on there.
Oh, no. I'll have to play this tape to them. Tell them that they better get with it. No.
No,
You'll give them the message personally.
I'll give him the message personally.
Yeah, good. Well, you sort of have trouble sleeping on your back then, or
No,
you're okay there, huh?
I'm okay.
I'll tell you a story on my part now about a boil. I got one right here on the tip of my nose, and it got bigger and bigger, and it was angry red, just a great big red thing there. And one night at supper, we had company, and as I was chewing, I must have wiggled my nose just right, and it went and it let go. Oh, what a relief, what a relief.
Yeah.
I know what you're going through with boils. They're just a devil.
Yeah.
Well, what are you going to do this coming week?
Well, I don't know.
You going to shoot any of those crows that are hanging around here?
We haven't been around much lately.
I saw 3 or 4 of them on the other side of the building there when I came in.
Yeah.
We saw some of the big sandhill cranes coming over tonight.
You
2
did?
V's, yeah. Oh, they're big birds.
Yeah.
Great big V's of these, and they're heading right
North.
like a magnet north.
Yeah.
Heading right for the north.
Well, I heard some one morning here a few days ago, and also heard some geese.
Yeah? From your window here?
Yeah.
Right in this room you heard 'em.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good for you. The hunter's still in you.
Yeah.
Well, I'll show you my other album here, okay?
Yeah.
We only got one through here, and maybe that'll remind you of something here. See, over there they hunt the caribou,
Caribou, yeah.
but they call it a reindeer over there.
Yeah.
As far as I can see, it's the same animal.